So, hello Ushika!
Hello!
So, yeah, the 3100 mile race is on again. So how did it come about?
Pure and sure miracle.
Yeah.
That it is anyway happening this year, and it's beyond any miracle that it is happening here in Salzburg.
Yeah. Were you planning to run in New York?
Yes, I was on the list for the summer race in New York, like many others.
Uh-huh. So how did it happen that this it happened here in this course, and who found the course?
Yeah, basically it started from summer, that especially runners were discussing options. The moment it was clear that it was not going to happen, will not going to be happening in New York, even in autumn, because before they were discussing to do something in autumn in New York.
Ah, okay.
Then this was clear, it's not happening. Then there were a few options over that time. In Kladno, I remember, at the 48-hour race. Again, the only race happening this year in that distance or time frame. Pranchal, Ananda Lahare and me had a 30-second meeting before the race.
So said, yeah, we should just do it anyway.
And somehow, I think Ananda Lahare mentioned Slin would be a good place because the restaurant is there.
Oh yeah.
And we could run around the warehouse at the course there. Then in the end it didn't happen, which made Ananda Lahare even more determined. So he went out to search for a place on his own. He had already bought a car.
Wow.
And he was determined even to do it on his own.
Wow.
With nobody else around, just supporting himself
Okay.
and
Wow.
running. And he found a place in the High Tatra
Wow.
in Slovakia. Very beautiful. Maybe he can send you one day the movie. He did a movie like
Oh really? Oh.
from the course.
Right.
It's around the lake. Very beautiful. Very scenic. Even more nature than here. And basically we had already serious plans to go forward with that, but everything was far away from any center. We would have to book hotel rooms and all that, so it was not ideal. And at one last phone call, when Ananda Lahare and myself were discussing the place, he mentioned, maybe there's one more challenge there. It's at 1,500 meters altitude. The Slovakian athletes go there for high altitude training.
Okay.
And I told myself, 1,500 meters, October, November.
Yeah.
Maybe not snow, but
So you certainly won't have the New York heat there.
cold enough
Right.
to give you problems.
Yeah.
So then I think at one point, by kind of joke, we said, if we do it there at 1,500 meters altitude, we can even do it here in Salzburg, because here we are at 400 meters altitude.
Yeah.
So it can't be worse. And I think from that joke on, the ball started rolling.
Right. It's a divine joke.
And yeah, soon, I think soon after that, it was clear that we will do it.
Uh-huh.
And the interesting thing was about the course. Already in summer we were discussing some maybe places here in Salzburg, but there was nothing tangible.
Mm-hmm.
And when we decided, so it was in the evening,
Uh-huh.
I don't remember the day, but maybe Wednesday, maybe Tuesday, in the evening, we decided to do it. Each one of us went out next morning in Salzburg to check for options. And of course our Peace Mile, which is on the other side of the river,
Uh-huh.
was an option, but again it's too busy, too many bikers,
I see.
cars, everything. So, and in my morning meditation I was going through options at the lower end of the Peace Mile because it's more quiet. Again, there are inconvenient bridges over the river. And when I went running in the morning, I was checking out the place at the Peace Mile and the bridges. And at one point I checked out this place and I was running around, basically exactly the loop that we are doing now. And I said, at least it's close to the center, it's close to the heart of joy. We have the helpers, and it's a flat course and a nice paved course.
Yeah.
And the interesting fact is that after that I went to my work, and on the way I always pass by the Heart of Joy, and when I entered the street right at the spot I met Priya Vadin. And before I told him what was my option, he told me that even Priya Vadini and he himself think that this one is the best option. And both of us were quite surprised that we found the same course independently. And so it was quite clear, there was not even one word of the discussion.
Oh, that's always nice.
The next moment we started with planning.
Wow, that's amazing.
This is the background,
Cool.
how
So,
it came about this course.
so if you compare like the New York and then running in New York and running here, so what's different? What you like better? What you're missing? How do you feel here compared to New York?
I would say it's an unfair comparison.
Yes, that's why I'm asking.
Of course, here we have now Mother Nature, green trees, even a little forest, 3 water bodies, so that's perfect. I said, normally we do our ice bath in the medical
Yeah.
to cool down and to increase circulation. And here we can just enter this mountain river, which is as cold as an ice bath, but in nature.
Cool.
Super, Ushika! Ushika's 31 left.
What's wrong?
Okay, Ushika, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
My heartfelt greetings
Yeah.
to One Stream Bocho.
Okay.
Спасибо.
Спасибо, пока.